Hakuna Matata.
Thank you so much, Sister Comfort. Habari, Jambo, all those are greetings in Swahili. It's very nice to have you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone around the world. My name is Gladys from North Carolina, representing Kenya, and welcome to this webinar. Welcome to Unpassive Kenya webinar today. We have a special guest who will be speaking to us, Sister Comfort. But I just want to say a little bit about Unpassive. The reason why we are gathered here, it's because of this wonderful business called Unpassive that was started by our CEO, Mr. Ash Mufare. It's an IT company. It's a real business registered in the US, in India, different countries, and it is growing. But more importantly, I would like you to know that this is a business that is more than just a business. It's a movement, and it's a global movement that has humanity at heart to do something good to uplift humanity. But Ash Mufaro is our CEO, knew that we cannot be able to do that if we don't have a way to be able to earn so that we can continue to do that and do it at a larger scale. So he started this company, which is automated. Automated meaning you can come in whether you know how to market, how to sell, or you don't know, because he has created this business in a way that is done for you. That's why it is automated. Building your team is done for you. Advertising your business is done for you. Selling is done for you. Everything is automated. So this makes it special and to stand out. Another thing that makes this business stand out is that he has us as founders who have joined him at heart. He doesn't want to benefit himself. He says he wants to take us all the way to the top with him. And we saw what happened on Wednesday in Dubai, in India, in US. That's when we started the global marketing campaign, which kicked off by doing the main event in Dubai. It was a marvelous event, and we have the recordings on YouTube channels, major channels for Mari Degamo, Lynn Nakamoto, several channels, Red Fan. So you are welcome to watch and catch up with the event if you missed it. So I welcome everyone here. I don't want to speak too much today because we have a very special guest who has been in Unpassive. She has done her research and she has a lot of information. But before that, I'm going to give the room back to Lynn to welcome her. Lynn, back to you now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to our webinar. And it is my pleasure to introduce our guest speaker today. Her name is Comfort Kanfor. She comes from Southern Cameroon, but lives currently in the United Kingdom. She is a mother and a wife. She joined Unpassive in June 19, 2020. She has a special YouTube talk show called Empowerment Talks, and both Gladys and I have been fortunate enough to be interviewed by Comfort on this show. She also does Unpassive presentations quite regularly. She's just a remarkable woman, articulate. She's very charismatic, and we are so happy to have her here today. You can take the floor now, Comfort.
Oh my God, thank you so much, Lynn. Thank you, Gladys. It's always a joy being at the right place at the right time, guys. I greet you all. Hi, Juanita, special greetings. Hi, Kat and Knight. Hello, team. Greet you once again. Rightly, like my sisters have said, my name is Comfort Kanfor, and I'm calling from the United Kingdom. I'm just happy that my sister Gladys has done part of my job for me by telling you already what Unpassive is all about. And in case there's someone here who has not heard about Unpassive before, or you have heard and you have not yet made a decision, I just want to add to what my sister has said so that you finally make an informed decision whether or not to join, but then you know exactly what it is all about. Yes, of course, it is an IT company. It started in 2018. Like my sister said, it's all automated. But what is automated? This company produces or builds and produces IT products. It builds IT products. So I just want to go straight to examples. We have many products. We know that this is 20th or the 21st century, which has gone digital. And the digitization of the world actually went to its apex with the outcome or with the coming of COVID-19. Everything now, whether you like or not, everything is being done through internet. And so this company offers a solution to anything you want to do online, right? We have already known companies, we have known businesses, we have known a lot of stuff. So when you hear my sister say it is automated, it means you have an advantage, you have a reason why you should join. Because when you join this business, because it is automated, it means all of these products have been built from the roots, from the ground up, with the most recent technology called artificial intelligence. This artificial intelligence is the person who is going to do the job for yourself. Most of us sitting here, we must have joined one or two businesses whereby when you join, you need to bring someone to join you, without which you will not make money. But with Unpassive, it's not the case, because like she said, it is automated. Artificial intelligence is that little tiny robot that does the job all on your behalf. So you fold your arms, you do nothing, but you make money. And so our products are things that you know before. They are things that we have seen every day, we see every day. But then the difference here is that fact that we are built from scratch with artificial intelligence, is the fact that we have made a study of all that we have out there and made the best version of it like nobody has ever seen before. Such that, for example, we have a video conferencing platform, which we call OConnect. That is something that is like this Zoom we are using here. You know, when you're on Zoom, at some point, you just find yourself kicked out. A lot of things happen, right? But with Unpassive is the most perfect thing you have ever seen, right? And moreover, with Zoom, as we are using this Zoom, thanks to whoever provided it for us, because they are paying. You pay as you go, right? If you need it for 1 hour, that is how much you need to pay for. If you need it 24 hours round the clock or 3 times a week, that is how much you pay for, right? But all we do is pay. This is that opportunity whereby you will join and you will be paid for using the product that are yours, these products. Did you know, because we have a social media platform, did you know that when you post pictures on Facebook, you pay money? Yes, of course, because if you don't have data, if you don't have Wi-Fi, you can't do it. So when you pay your Wi-Fi, the provider of your Wi-Fi definitely pays some money and so on. So without money, you cannot do that. But whoever paid you for doing that, Facebook is one of the greatest, the richest people in the world. It's about a multi-trillion reach, right? But we have never known about that. We have never even known that you could become a founding member of such. But right now we have things like Facebook, like YouTube, like Google, like Amazon, whatever you think, put together, it is yours and mine when you become a founding member. And so when the CEO, when these products are being sold, when people come and consume them, the CEO shares the profit with us. That is the reason for which you are advised, or you are encouraged. If you think that, if you are a visionary and you see it, even though we're already at lunch, then you join. That is what is going to happen to your life. So actually the question for today, the big question is, how is Unpassive going to impact lives? Believe me, a lot is going to happen, because a lot is already happening. Me, I joined in 2020. My life has never been the same. You know, they define Unpassive as the paradigm shift, you know. So this paradigm shift has actually taken place in my mindset. I joined as somebody who wanted to make money. But the moment I get in there, I discover that it's not even about me, because my case is over the moment I sign and become a founding member. The rest of the time is humanity. So Unpassive has touched lives, just in the sense that you have met people, different people around the world. How do I know Marty? How do I know Sister Gladys? How do I know Sister Lynn? How do I know everybody sitting here? Thanks to Unpassive, the love and all those. Apart from that, it is going to change your life. It will never be the same again. Unpassive has created that platform where the rich and the poor, they walk on the same level, right? Unpassive is here to change that narrative that the rich can only become richer while the poor become poorer. You will know why. Of course, one of the things, start from self, because even Mr. Ash Mufare knows that we are going to start helping ourselves before we go to the others, right? Start from self. You have definitely had a dream house of your own. You thought that, oh God, if I had money, I would build me such a house. But here is that opportunity where you'll be something 10 times or 100 times more than that, right? That is something. It means a lot. You have ever had a dream car, but you never knew you could ever get it. Here is that opportunity where you have something even better, right? Let's go to the most important part of it. And Unpassive is going to empower people. Unpassive will empower you and myself to go out there and impact our communities. That is the part of Unpassive that struck me, that got me moving. I can't sit, I can't sleep because I have to touch every life even before we launch. What do I mean? We saw it even on Wednesday, the 30th, when we were doing the launch in Dubai. What happened? One of the things on the highlight was the picture that came from India. Any other thing was, of course, joyful. But when I saw that, each time I saw that, I wept, because that's why I'm on Unpassive, right? You saw people helping people in the hospitals and so on, people living in need and so on and so forth. That is how serious it is. If you hear me call my YouTube channel empowerment platform, because Unpassive is the biggest empowerment tool I have ever come across in my life, right? I am empowered to go out and empower others. There are children out there who are just dying to even learn a trade. They can't. There are orphans and widows who are living out there. They don't have a roof over their heads. There are orphans and widows struggling in a small, tight room. You will not only go build a house and offer them, you will create even a business and say, take this, run this business and take care of your children. You know, you will stand there at millions of children running on the streets because they don't have food, they don't have schools, they don't have opportunities to go to school. Here we are, we have all of those things to offer them, right? I want to take this back home. I always went by home here. I want to say Africa, but every other country and continent know what they go through. Our parents back home, they spend money upon money just to sponsor children abroad. At times they sell family property, they sell the plots of lands and so on and so forth, just to send you abroad to study. One of our products is called Academy. That's an online study platform. You will not need to sell any property anymore, any family property you will not need to sell. Even here in the diaspora, in the Western world, people have debts that they will live with and die with just because they took what you call school fee loan, right? Unpassive is actually the solution to anything you could ever imagine. Imagine that right now, if you are owing some school fee loan, the moment we launch, you will be able to pay it. Imagine that if you have ever had school fee loan, your parents had school fee loan, and now as we speak, your child will never take school fee loan. You know what that means? And all of those, you know, so Unpassive, it has opportunities upon opportunities before the fact that whether then another thing is, you have if you are a business person, Unpassive is going to take your business from the level where you are to the most top, because everything about Unpassive, if it's not the top, then you have not got there yet. It doesn't matter whether you have this business online or you have it on a location, you have a shop where you sell whatever thing you are selling. This is what Unpassive will do for you, right? If you put your shop, let's say it's on a site and then you put it online, Unpassive is going to drive you targeted traffic. Those are the things we have that nobody has. There are millions of shops flooding the internet. They don't sell. People don't even click on it. Talk less of buying what you have or paying for your online services. But Unpassive does what? It drives targeted traffic, such that if you have anything you are selling, be it services or material things, Unpassive knows that this is what this person sells, and the person is on our platform, which is it has to be a legally registered business though. And the person is on the Unpassive platform. If you are selling, just say shoes, Unpassive sends only people who need shoes to your platform to come and buy them, right? So, such that there is no way you will stay and you don't make money, or you stay and people don't visit your shop. But then these are just what we call fringe benefits, because as a founding member, if you choose not to do anything, you are already a business. Your name that is on Unpassive is already a business, because Unpassive will create a website on your name, and they will use this website That website now is your shop, it's your office, it's whatever you are doing. They use this website and circulate it around the world, get customers to join under you. And the profit that comes from it, we share it with the CEO and his team, his IT or team in India, right? That is why you don't have anything. So one thing is true and very true about Unpassive. Let's go back to empowerment. Right now, there are some people who like to help poor people. They don't have time, but they have money to go, but they don't have time to go and help the poor. There are others who don't have money, but they have time. There are others who lack both time and money. This is that only opportunity, what the Frenchman will call du jamais vu. You've never seen this before. This is that only opportunity that gives you all the time and gives you all the money that you need to do what your heart tells you. If I open my heart now, I want to tell you what I am planning to do, I will start shedding tears. But then there will definitely come time when I need to share my story, because you need to know why. So there is every reason your life will never be the same again. You know, I remember there's a musician we used to call up Lucky Dube. He would say, blessed is the hand that giveth than the one that taketh. Tell me how many times you are going to smile in your life. You're seeing that everybody is smiling around you because you changed their lives, because it is possible. Have you ever had a dream of traveling to somewhere, anywhere around the earth, around the world? You will go to that place, sleep in the best hotel on planet Earth with no guilty conscience, because you still have enough to reach out to the suffering people, because that is Mr. Ash Mufare's heart. The only reason which I know that he's sharing this opportunity is to create that ripple effect. When I go back home, I help the people in my country, you help in your country, and so on. Because Ash himself cannot go around the world. We have everything. Your life changes because you will get the dream car, you'll get the dream house, you'll be able to help suffering people. Even if you have never thought of helping someone, the opportunity has come. And Ash has so contaminated everybody with his humanitarian heart, that what every founder is waiting to do is help someone. What does this mean to you? Let's use concrete examples, guys. I know I'm already taking much time, but that's Unpassive for us, right? I come from Africa. I've been here for about 15 years in this part of the world. The one thing breaks my heart. Winter is that part of my life where I hate going to the streets, because I sit here under the blanket with the heaters on and I drink tea. Someone is sleeping under the bridge. Do you know what it means? Ash has said you cannot change everybody's world, but you can change at least one person's world. You know what it means? Just picking one individual from the street one winter and providing shelter for them. Oh my God, you will cry and cry because you will not believe that it's true that this person is living in warmth, right? Go back to elderly people. There is just a lot. And we can do all of these things. You know, there is even when you become a student, like I was talking, if as a student, right, you study, and if you are a student and you are a founding member of Unpassive, you study and you earn money at the same time. It's always a win-win. People who have listened to Mr. Ash Mufara, you hear him say with Unpassive, you either win or you win. So there's no alternative to winning in Unpassive. You either succeed or you succeed. You either grow or you grow. You either progress or you progress. That is Unpassive for us. It's all about empowerment, change of life, change of mindset, meeting new people, learning a lot, and so on and so forth. And I think I just want to stop here because I can talk and talk and talk, hoping that I really said something, but that is how I look at Unpassive. Thank you.
Thank you so much. You can actually speak a bit more, you know, Comfort, because you are so powerful. I would encourage you to keep going for a bit more.
All right.
Yes. Gladys was saying, come on.
Yeah, sure. I wanted to talk about how to, because normally we don't know. Maybe there's someone here who is not yet a founding member, and of course we have I'm not sure, but right now Marty can talk about after this if I'm saying something that is not very okay. I'm not sure, but I think that the founder positions are still there. So if you think that this is making sense for you, because there are questions, there are some people who think that you are already rich enough, but that one is enough just for you and your family. Any other thing you need from Unpassive is for the widow that shares the same boundary with you. It's for the widow that your drainage runs through her house. You know, you want to go and divert that drainage turn her own building into a mansion like yours because the money is there. So join Unpassive now. So something really happened, something historic happened to us. That was the top event on Wednesday, the 30th of March, 2022, just a couple of days ago. Unpassive is already in the process of launching. So Unpassive has been introduced to the world, and it all started last Wednesday in Dubai, of all places on planet Earth. Dubai is very strategic in that. That is the part of the world, the United Arab Emirates is that part of the world where they don't just accept things with closed eyes. For Unpassive to start in Dubai, from everybody to call from Dubai and say that you're Unpassive and now see it on the walls and on the streets of Dubai and stuff like that, that means a lot. It means that we are already there, and all that you need, if you have not joined, go for it. Go for it, if not for your sake, for the sake of the other person, guys. There's a lot about Unpassive that you cannot exhaust in 1 second. Maybe let me touch, and since we have a few more minutes, let me touch on one particular product. This Obless was launched, or the Obless movement was one of the things we saw. So Obless is one of the products that we have. And what is Obless? It is an online, it's a funding platform, right? We know about GoFundMe, we know about those things. So it's a fundraising platform online. So how does Obless work? Because not after all, funding platforms is not a new thing. But what makes this one stand out? One is that fact that we are built with artificial intelligence from the roots upward. Two is the fact that we are transparent, because Mr. Ash Mufare says he is here to correct the corruption that goes wrong in every institution in the world. And so three is the fact that Obless is just here to bless. So how does it function? With the other platforms that you have seen out there before, when you go to raise funds for a cause, maybe you have this lady who is struggling with some surgery that they need to make. If not, her life will be taken away. You struggle to raise money. For example, your target is $1,000. When you create the link, you will share and share and share and share and share and share before you ever get some amount of money in your wallet or in whatever platform you want to make that money on. But what Unpassive is, one, when you launch a course, which is genuine though, because Unpassive doesn't just take anything, it has to be proven that it's real, it's genuine. When you launch that course, artificial intelligence will drive traffic for you. That is one. Secondly, if you are a founding member, fellow founders will say, oh, this Sister Comfort is in need. Let's support her. We are more than 1 million founders of Unpassive. Just say every founder supports me for 50 pence. $50 pence times 1 million. How much is that? Maybe I needed only $1,000 to sponsor a surgery. I will end up building a small clinic or a small health center down the village for everybody to benefit from, and not only to this one particular lady. Close your eyes and think about it. What does that mean to you? That means the whole world, right? Another thing with Unpassive is other platforms, when they collect money, what do? They take off 30%. Imagine that I need $1,000. I sweat and sweat to share for people to contribute. Finally, when the money comes in, and maybe it's up to $1,000, they take off $300 and give me $700. That is ripped off. What about the lady dying in the hospital? Where do I get the rest 300 now that I really badly need this money in a rush? But Unpassive is humanitarian. It's just here to look into such problems. And so they give the money to you because they know that this is what you need it for. They don't take it. With the other platforms, they take the money. They are the ones who tell you. They say you made $1,000, but you don't see into it. You don't see how it came in to be sure that it was $1,000. But Unpassive, you know, and you see everything. That is just it for us. So what will stop you from doing this? Because there's one time I was discussing with this brother from India. He said, Comfort, I don't need Obless because what I'm going to get from Unpassive is enough. Fine for you, brother. But for the other people, if they think that any other thing they get from the profit we share with the CEO is just enough for their family, get a genuine course, place it on Obless, and then we support it. And that is how far we shall go. One of the things that we have learned and we are building and cultivating and strongly establishing in Unpassive is teamwork. Look at us sitting here on the screen. Look at Auntie Lynn. She is from where, just look at our faces and tell where we all come from. On Unpassive, there is no race, there is no politics, there's no religion, there is just love. There is just you and I. Now, as a team, we will put our heads together and start a project somewhere down the interior of my village or in Nigeria, where millions of my people are suffering as refugees. And we build schools, we build stuff and put there so that children can sleep. We buy beds and mattresses and take there. Lynn will not say these things only have to go to Asia because I come from Asia. No, it just has to be that these people are in need. And as a team, we work for it and make sure that these people are comfortable, because that is Ash's heart and that is Unpassive for you. You know, I don't talk much about us, but it doesn't mean, you know, I learned really hard to finally start considering myself, because when I discovered what Unpassive was all about, I said, oh, it was actually not about me, because my case ended on the 19th of June, 2020. From that day, the 20th till now, until we launch, is all about the child on the street. It's all about the man under the bridge during winter. It's all about what even killed me is when you discover, if you are in these countries, even if you have not been in America, you know England, you know what military people go through. And somebody tells you that a percentage of the people lying on the streets under the bridge are veterans who are suffering from the effect of I've forgotten how they have it. They are veterans who have gone and fought war, come back, and they don't have homes to live in, and they live under the bridge. You will do anything to take them from these heroes, to pick these heroes from the streets and give them shelter. There's always some particular thing, and Unpassive has a solution for that thing. Anything that bothers you, you don't want to say you are inhumane to the fact that you have never had a feeling that I want to help or I want to do this. The solution is all here. So all we can do is go and go and go and go and go, right? So let's go back to Academy, right? Look at Academy, guys. I can't stop talking about this. You know, you don't need to travel. You only travel when it's by choice. You here, especially people in Africa, they like to travel abroad to study, because you have lecturers from all the universities on earth, all the biggest, the most beautiful, the most powerful universities. They teach the same things that you would have traveled, spent all of that money to come and study here. You may choose to travel after your degree because you have finished and then you have maybe found a job somewhere in America or in Germany and so on, that you want to move, and not to come and hustle, go to school and end up not having a job. All of these things are possible, guys. So Unpassive is really, 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 really is moving grounds. And how much, I'm just so grateful for the time we have taken, because I think that if I joined on the 19th of June and we launched on the 19th of July, 2020, it would have all been about my money, because you will be swimming in wealth and wealth and wealth and wealth, and you don't think about others. How much we have learned and how much we are yet to learn. That is the value that you cannot pay for anything. You can't. The CEO, the team, the leadership team, and so on and so forth, everything about Unpassive is just positive. It's just strength. It's just encouragement. It's just a blessing. It's just happiness. It's just that joy, guys. So I don't know, there's just a lot to do. There's a lot to say. So think about it. And Sister Lynn, I don't want to keep people here so much because I feel that I'm talking a lot. I'm just saying that I'm speaking sense. So let's see how.
That was wonderful. You gave them enough information to understand what Unpassive is about, the core of Unpassive, and how special Ash Mufara is, our CEO. So at this time, we would like to allow the attendees here today to express their thoughts. If you have any questions for Comfort, feel free to raise your hand and go for it. So we'll electronically raise your hand and speak. And while we wait for that, let's see if Gladys has a few words for us. Gladys?
Thank you so much, Sister Comfort, for sharing what you have shared. I think it's very important for us to understand that business, Unpassive is not only a business, but it is a global movement committed to do good to humanity. because there are people suffering all over the world. And what good does it do us? As Ash said, what good does it do him to be comfortable when others are suffering around the world? So I'm very, very excited, looking forward to what is happening in Unpassive. And we saw starting from India. Imagine before we launch, before we even earn, our CEO knows that you don't have to fill your stomach before you can give to your sister or to your brother,
Right.
but you can learn to give even before you fill yourself. And as we have always said, if we learn to give now and be comfortable with giving now, it will be very easy to give when we have more. Thank you very much. So we are open to any questions. If there are any guests here, we can answer your question. And anybody who wants to say something, you are welcome. Feel free. Thank you.
But in the meantime, while we wait for that, Comfort, you can feel free to expound on anything you want to, the products, whatever. Go for it.
All right. Thank you, sis. Thanks so much. Okay. Well, thank you. I can't stop talking, right? You may just want to stop me anytime because I can just stay the night on the humanitarian aspect of Unpassive, guys. If you like, I'll share. Let me use this opportunity to share something about myself. Like I said before, I come from the former British Southern Cameroons. And right now, since 2016, there is a war going on in my country where children and women are victims, right? We have more than 1 million people who have flown away from violence and they are seeking refuge in Nigeria, right? They live under very terrible conditions, such that people hang themselves when they're hungry and they can't do anything. They can't help themselves. They can't help the children they have. They say, what is the need? What's the use of living? People have hung themselves. A lady delivered her baby and sold the baby because she doesn't have money to feed herself and the baby. I'm just sharing this because there are times you feel like, oh my God, where I am, there is no problem. I can't find anybody living in such a desperate situation. The people are struggling. People are suffering around the world. It's not only in my country. You have such cases all over the place, right? So think about it and ask yourself, so when you think about that and you remember Unpassive, you just smile. So that is just the way it is, right? So guys, Unpassive is something that this is history. First of all, we just want to thank God that we are part of it, part of history in making, and it's happening, growing in your eyes and transforming from one stage to the other until it is here. Of course, why don't we call it a blessing? Let's talk about social media, because at least, if not all of us, 80% of us here now should be on social media. I'm talking here about Facebook, right? A lot of things happen out there. These people, all the rest, many of those platforms, they steal your information and sell to others for money. Unpassive does not do that. When you post a picture, let's say on Facebook, they make money. When you type on Messenger, they make money. If people give thumbs up or thumbs down, Facebook makes money, right? How much of them? One of them actually flew to space the other time, came back and gave thanks to his founders, right? But Mr. Ash Mufare does not even want to die and be remembered as the richest person, but as the most passionate person. You know what it means? Because whether you like it or not, that is how I think, and nobody can take this off me, that the only reason why I'm here is because of this love for mankind that Ash has. Because what are his words? Mother Teresa was a very nice and kind person, but she did not have money. So I am in the mission of creating 1 million Mother Teresas and giving them money to go out there and put a smile on somebody's face. You know what it means that your children choose what kind of yogurt they will eat. They choose, even you bring juice, they say, I don't want this, the one that I want is not here, you need to go shopping again. But there are children out there who have never seen yogurt, nor talk less of tasting it. And you find that opportunity here and you let it go, you will never forgive yourself. Go for it. Just go for it. There are a lot that, like, there's a song which says fields are wide and harvests are waiting. Harvests are actually waiting. The moment we launch Sister Gladys, maybe I'm going to cut my hair again because I'll not have time to go and do my hair. I need walking shoes because I have to penetrate the hinterlands, right? I don't know about you, but then as a team, we can do it. You know, the forwarded has received messages on WhatsApp. You know, that's why it's good to listen to our tech guys. Those guys are just wonderful. Last time when Colin was explaining, I got the whole picture of everything. You know, when we're on our WhatsApp platform, somebody says, I want to join your group. You go generate that link, that WhatsApp link, and send to this person. Say, click on this link and join WhatsApp. Do you know it's somebody's link you are sharing? And the moment they use that link, that person is making money. That is what's going to be happen. So you are a proprietor and owner of more than 50 IT products. If Udemy alone is worth trillions, then only our academy is good enough to make us comfortable. How many of them put together? You know what that means? So if you think about that, and then think about the suffering people, and you think that you want to make it a level land like Mr. Ash Mufare, I believe that as a team, we can make it, because if it's not because of a team, he would have wanted to do it by himself so that he makes a name, but that's not what he wants, guys. So let's think about it and let's do something about it. So while we're doing, even those who have joined, what are your plans? What are you planning? First of all, there is the idea, I wanted to say this and it escaped my mind. It took me long to finally accept that I need to give myself a treat. What are you planning? I love traveling. I will go anywhere with no guilty conscience, because if I go, I've always wanted to go to places like Bangladesh, like Australia and so on. And my husband is like, you're crazy. What are you going to do there and so on? But now I have a reason, because anywhere I go, I'll make sure I do charity. There's always somebody in need. I'm not regretting. I don't have any guilty conscience, because I have enough for me and the people I'll meet out there who are struggling, right? So let's go for it. And then traffic, this is one of the things, because we have a lot of business people. So traffic is something that we hardly talk about, but then that is one of our strengths, right? Traffic here just means customers. Many people have online shops. Nobody clicks. When you click on this thing that I want ladies' shoes, how many shops come? Maybe yours is number 10,000. Maybe when I want only one pair of shoes, I'll click the first 10 shops and search just a pair of shoes and go. But artificial intelligence, they're just watching around. Somebody searching for shoes, say, come, I know exactly where they are. They take you there, right? So it's just joy and joy and joy. So we can only make use of what we have to the maximum. Most of the products, we can never know all of them, because we don't need all of them anyway. We know just a few that we know that we'll use, and we're waiting like impatiently. When you see like our OO Connect, which is going to replace Zoom in the most powerful way, it has qualities that nobody can believe, right? You know, this automatic translation that as I speak here, if you are in India, you understand me in your language. If you're in China, you understand me in Chinese. You're in France, you understand me in French. It can only be found here. And when you are streaming, if you are running a business or something you're doing, or you're preaching on OConnect, you connect it with YouTube at the same time and other social media platform, and it's running all over the place. And you have as many people to watch your stuff as you can. This is a solution. Unpassive is a solution. I know what musicians go through, but I've spoken to Lorato Shadare so many times, and she educated me a lot. When you do your songs and so on, just to get a manager and finally get them published, you need to spend a wealth of money. But on Unpassive, you just need to be a founder and they get it done for you, right? For those of us who do YouTube, you can't make money until you have hundreds of thousands of stuff and so on. But with Unpassive, you will make enough money and still do YouTube because it's passion, because you are providing information that people need. And your subscribers will follow you and then join Unpassive. You know, so you make the money from Unpassive and then do YouTube now, maybe just as a hobby, or because even though there's still money there, it can never be anything compared to what you are getting from Unpassive. So Unpassive is the total solution to anything online, anything. So let's go for it.
Thank you so much. We have some questions in the chat. I see that Anne is asking, when does Unpassive go full scale? And she said, could you highlight the founder's benefits? So we can, three of us,
All right.
talk about that. All right. So who
Yeah,
wants to talk about founder benefits? Yeah.
Founder benefits. Yeah, one, like I said, we have more than, like I said, there are more than 50 products that we have. All of these 50 products, now the marketing campaign is gradually starting. So people who join to consume our products, we make profit. And this profit that comes, the CEO shares it with us. So at some point, Sister Lynn, I'll give you guys room to speak. At some point, if I did not mention price, for example, if you are joining, if the chance is still there for you to join, it's $97 to join. So the moment they launch and they say, yes, we're ready, every founding member is going to activate their account for about $300. If not, it's something affordable for us, for all of the founding members. When you get your account activated, it goes live, they start driving traffic to us. So they distribute traffic to everyone. Let's say me, the three of us on the screen, if they're sharing 10 people to everybody, they give 10 to me, 10 to Sister Gladys, and 10 to Auntie Lynn, right? So if all of my 10 come and subscribe, I get money, I get profit from those 10 and so on. So that's just a part of it. But the thing you should know is we are sharing profit with the CEO and his team. Apart from that, other benefits you can make, like I said before, is that as a founding member, if you have other things like a business, or you like doing tutorials, how to cook this and that, you upload them on Academy. The business, the company will drive traffic to that thing, that extra thing you are doing, which is equally going to fetch you good money. But that is extra money because by nature, by virtue of the fact that you are a founding member, whether you do something or not, you share the profit with the company, with Mr. Ash Mufare. But any other thing that you want to do using this platform, they drive you traffic. That is all yours. You don't have to count, so I think, let me leave it there first for you to add, sis.
Yes, let's talk about the traffic so that people understand the terminology. So traffic simply means potential customers. But what we're good at, what Ash Mufare, our CEO, is good at, is driving targeted traffic. And there's a difference in that. Targeted traffic means customers who are already interested in the kinds of products or services that you have. So this is meaning, like, let's say you're someone wanting to fix your car and you're looking for automobile parts. We're not going to send this person to look at women's dresses. It doesn't make sense, right? So we're sending this gentleman to a place that carries automobile parts, right? So this is what Ash Mufare will be doing for us. So the people that are going to be sent to each and every one of us as founders will be people who are already interested in digital products and digital software is what we sell, as well as the physical products that we will soon be selling. So these are people who are inclined to purchase what we have. And when they find out what we have, they're going to love it because our products and services are superior, they're user-friendly, they're integrated with one another, they're lower priced than what they can get outside of Unpassive. So we provide and convenience. Everything is found under one roof. When people see this, they're going to see what we call value. Value means the best products at the lowest possible prices, and value will attract potential customers to Unpassive. So each and every one of us are going to get these potential customers, and when they see what we have, for sure they're going to want to buy our things. They're going to buy things, and as they purchase these things, and they're buying these things on a monthly basis, we get paid commissions. And this is what we call passive income, because whether you're asleep, whether you're traveling, whether you're sick in the hospital, the money will continue to come in. It's passive, and it comes in 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, all year round. And that is the beauty of Unpassive. Unpassive is doing the work for you. Artificial intelligence, called AI, does the work for each and every one of us. All we need to do is, as we say, Comfort, get in and you'll win. That's a theme. And this is why. It's because the work is being done. It's just not being done by us. It's being done by AI. So this is one of the powerful features of Unpassive. And this is why we encourage everybody to come in, because Even if you have no knowledge of technology, you're maybe not educated, maybe you're frail, elderly, disabled, none of that matters. OnPassive is an equalizer where everyone has the guarantee of success when you come into OnPassive. Gladys and Comfort, did you want to add anything to that?
Yes, I'm going to add something to that. One of the benefits of being a founder. Just think of that name, a founder, because this founder position is opening for the next few days. We don't know when Ash will come up and say, we are done, no more founders. So after it stops, we will never have again people coming in called founders. So that is a privilege whereby Ash locks us in as founders for the next 1 year, where we will be given an opportunity to renew, but there will be a criteria to qualify to be a founder at that time. For now, we are lucky that we are all founders. And another advantage is that as a founder, before we launch to the public, you will be locked into the compensation structure of the company before anybody else. So we are the pioneers who have seen the vision of the CEO and the company, and we have come in. So we are privileged because before people start coming in, as the campaigns have started, once we go global, launching full scale, when it stops, we will be locked in to a compensation structure of the company that nobody will be locked into after the founder positions are closed. So that's a very special privilege whereby we will be founders, we will be customers, and we will be resellers. That will be nice. We have the opportunity to be all the three. Thank you so much.
Right. If I can quickly add something to clarify a few doubts from some other people too, because we are not an online marketing platform or business. We are a company, and we have solution for online businesses, any kind of online business. One thing about Unpassive is that when you look about Unpassive, you see only eternity, because we are a couple of about 5-10 years ahead of technology before launch. That is how massive we are, right? Like Sister Lynn said, we are earning residual income, which means passive income. You don't do anything, but you make money, right? So one of the biggest and the sweetest things about this is other businesses we have seen before, what they do is when you run any platform that gives you what you call residual income, you have to pay monthly subscriptions out of pocket. Like every month you need to go onto your pocket, pay this. Somebody actually testified to me that because they could not pay their monthly subscription on some platform, they were unable to get what they were to receive for that month as compensation or whatever. But it's not the case with Unpassive. You see, many businesses start today and the next minute they are not there because they don't have what to sell to make this money so that we keep growing. Unpassive has products that every individual needs. Even my grandmom, my great-grandmom needs a phone to speak with me on WhatsApp, right? And what do they use? They will use all of these things that we have here, the video call. My grandmom can send me a video email. Just go to email and say, Comfort, this is me, and so on, right? So you don't do anything because Unpassive makes enough benefit, enough profit that when it's month end, they just take aside the little one that you need because we are making passive income. We are not doing anything because we are paying Mr. Ash Mufari and his IT team and the managers to work for us. So at the end of the month, they just take that little bit from our account, and the rest, any of the thing that you find in your account, in your wallet, is to take home because they have already taken care of the others. So you don't bother. It's just that first time that you pay to activate your account, you will never come out of pocket again. But all you do is fold your arms, whether you sleep, whether you travel to space and back and so on, money runs into your account because somebody is there working for you. That is just it.
Very good.
Yeah.
And I think the other question was, when does Unpassive go full force? Any one of you two want to take that and ask that?
Yes, well, I'm taking that because we're here as a team, and I feel safe because Marty is here, if he's still here, So I can say things because he will pop in at any time. So when do we go full force? I would say we are as good as done, because gradually the 30th of October was that day of March, on Wednesday, last Wednesday, was that day when things, the full forceness of Unpassive, started, because we are already all over the place in Dubai. People in Dubai can't sleep. That like that your thing. I cannot see it all over the place. What does it mean? So we are seen, like Marty said. Marty says we are going to be seen on the 120 largest screens in the world, 24 hours round the clock. We're already being seen in Dubai, right? And they are preparing to pop again in another country. We're just popping and popping and popping from the top. That is who we are. So right now we're as good as done. So we are just waiting, and as we go around how much we want to go with the launching, and we are here. That's how much I can say, sis.
And
Ash, thank you so much.
And Ash did say that it started from Dubai. Next is going to announce it's going to be another country. So this is not stopping. Starting March 30th, it's going to be compounding and compounding. Before we rest, we are already taking it in from Wednesday. Now is when we are beginning to sleep, because we did not sleep on the 29th. We were up chatting, texting on forums. I'm still awake. Are you awake? And then you find someone responding from England and saying, I'm also awake. I cannot sleep. Another lady said from Ghana, I'm trying to put my head down. I can't lie still. Now is when we are beginning to calm down, and I'm sure it's not going to be long before Hash hits us with another one.
Right.
So the campaigns have started. The only difference is that it's going to go to another country again, like that. It's not stopping. And this that we started March 30th, it's going to continue like that for 16 months, non-stop. And then after that, it's going to be extended. We are not stopping. That's it. It's no longer secret. The only thing that we are waiting now is the introduction of the global marketing campaign goes on, and then the products are going to follow like that. It's just beautiful. It's amazing. Right. Thank you.
Indeed. I'd like to bring in Gideon and Collins to the mix here. We've got Collins Mana. He's an IT professional, and we would like to, yes. If I want to bring him to the center so that everybody can see him, but he needs to turn his video on. Can you do that? Same with Gideon. Can you do that? Are you guys in a position to do that? Or at least speak if you can't come onto the camera.
I'm on now.
All right, I'm going to bring you here. I'm going to spotlight you. Let me add you to that spotlight. There we go. Hello, Collins. How are you? Good to see you here.
Hello, I'm good. Hello, fellow founders and those who joined. I know this is a guest webinar. I'm just happy to be here and glad to be. This is the first time or the second time, maybe the third time to attend the Kenyan webinar. So, Bro Oliver told me, and I said, you know what? I have to come along. So I just dashed out from the Ghanaian webinar to join the Kenyan webinar, and I'm just happy and humbled to be here with you guys. Sister Comfort, I missed your presentation, so I don't know where we are, so it's really unfortunate that I missed it. But what I will say here is...
I can brief you before you talk, bro. What we were trying to talk today was just what's the impact on Unpassive, how Unpassive is going to impact lives. But you can just say what your mind tells you to say from any perspective, please.
All right. Oh, thank you, Sister Comfort. So if you are here, you are not yet a founder, what I will tell you, it is a done deal. Honestly, there are people who started in 2018. There was just nothing. It was just a piece of paper. Mr. Agbufara called them. I said, this is what I want to do. This is what I want to achieve. It was just an idea. And now we've moved to the total transformation to a digital solution, And here we are. Some of you have seen already the launching of Unpassive in Dubai, the offices and everything. It's not something that is secret anymore. So you've seen it. You can go to YouTube and you watch it and this is really a done deal. And we have to believe it in our heart, because it said, when you believe it in your heart, then it will manifest. And this is the manifestation of something that people believe in their heart, from an idea to a total solution, you know. And I know our brother Bruce always said, it's all done for you. You don't have to do anything. But now I will rephrase that, because Mr. Marty Digamo said, though they are saying it's all done for you, but you need to make an effort, because if you don't make the first leap, it will not be done for you. It doesn't mean you will not go to your back office, you will not read what is happening in the back office. You need to take charge of your wallet, whatever solution it is. You need to participate in the beta testing, you know, just log in. You know, it is all done for you. Doesn't mean you have to go and sleep and call, when is it launched? Because you will not be able to know what is going on. You need to be engaged. You know, when you join, you have to be engaged, know what is happening, because it is your business. Mr. Ash Mofara is promoting you, not you promoting Unpassive. That's the difference. They promote you as a business, because you own a business. When you come into Unpassive, you are a partner to Mr. Ash Mofara. And what is happening, Mr. Ash Mofara will build the solution, put it on your website, total internet solution, and do everything, and you go home with what they call the apples, which we don't want to name it, you know, but it is all done for you. But the only thing is, if you are not engaged, like our brother Bruce here is engaged, you know, you will miss the plot. The plot.
Thank you, Colin. Thank you, Collins. We're kind of.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. We're kind of running out of time. We want to give the floor to various people, but your contribution is appreciated. Thank you. Right now, we want to know whether Amy Radecki would like to speak. Do you have? I know we missed you the last time you needed to speak, so we want to make sure you have the opportunity to speak. Amy?
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, we sure can.
Hello, thank you for the opportunity. We're doing some construction in the other room, so it might get a little loud, sorry. I'm just super excited about what's happening with Unpassive, and if there's any guests here that are maybe on the fence, I say please just jump in with both feet.
Thank you. So glad to have you here, Amy, and we love your enthusiasm. Have a great day. Next, we have Gideon and Oliver. Gideon, you want to take the floor for a bit?
Yeah. Thank you very much, Lynn. I so much appreciate seeing you. Welcome back from Boston, right? And all the leaders in the house, thank you very much. Gladys, thank you. Comfort, thank you. Oliver, thank you. Collins, everyone in the house, I appreciate all of you. For me as a person, Unpassive has become a very great journey. And as far as I am in it, I have already won, because my mindset, my perception about money, about life, about making it, so many things have changed for good. Even while the apples are not yet here with us, I have seen beyond the apples. So I'm already thinking of what this would impact, how this will impact other people, even those who may not become part of Unpassive. Like those who will not become founders. Of course, everybody will not become founders. But if you have got the opportunity to become founder, and you are here in this webinar tonight as a guest, just take that step and sign up immediately, because you don't know whether tomorrow the chance will still be there. But of course, we together, we can join hands and bless anyone who may not become part of Unpassive through or bless. Just as Collins was speaking now, I would like to talk briefly about how Unpassive brands us. If you take a look at the website, maybe you are a guest, just check www.unpassive.com. I will bet you have never seen a website with such interface. And that website kept being revamped, kept being changed every time. It changes to a new look. It wears a new look all the time. As founders, that is how we will be branded. Our website that will be created for us by Unpassive will keep wearing a new look every day. And millions of traffic will be driven to these websites. And that's how customers are going to flow in. Imagine where we have a market as big as 5 billion individuals waiting to buy what we have. And we have this product in their numbers, more than 50 different of them. So it's like you have a physical shops where you sell different items, and your market space has about 5 billion people, and you have 50 different shops, or you are selling 50 different products. So, you know, it's amazing, the kind of money that will come to that individual. So we personally am thinking beyond the money. And when the money comes, when the apple comes, what do you do with it? How will your life change? Of course, money brings out the best in people. So if someone is good, the money will make the person better. If someone is not so good, the money will make the person worse. So it's good that we as founders kept imagining how life would be, kept living that legacy on, even before it becomes a complete reality. But of course, as it is now, we are already there and beyond. Thank you very much, everyone.
Great comments on branding. Very, very important benefit that we all get by being in Unpassive. Thank you. I'd like to give the floor now to Oliver Fonte, our IT specialist and part of the O Tech Pro webinar series. Go ahead and speak, Oliver.
Yeah, hey, thank you, everybody, and good day, or good afternoon, good evening. I just want to talk to my brothers and sisters in Kenya and all over the world that are still standing on the fence. The clock is ticking. The clock is ticking. The earlier you join, the better for you, because don't say, had I known. Because if you say, had I known, it will be too late. My wonderful sisters in here, they've talked, you know, come and join a company that is a unicorn company before it's even launched. Come and join a company, it's an IT technology company that is a debt-free company. Come and join a company that will not take you to the stock market. At least anybody that knows the stock market know what happens there. Company go to the stock market when they need money. We have the money. You know, come and join a company that your success, your future is I don't want to use the word guarantee. I'm not God, but you have a brighter future, and it's your generation that will use the money. You know, it's $97. Go and borrow. Go and borrow. $97 plus $5. Go and borrow $102, $103. Go borrow that money and secure your one account. It's going to help you, especially back home. So I don't have that much to say. Just want to encourage those who or to beg. I'm begging that they should come and join us so that we should carry on with this movement. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your contribution. All right, next we're going to have Bruce speak. We're pretty much out of time. So Bruce, can you speak for maybe 1 minute? Go ahead.
Okay, now that I'm unmuted for sure. I'm going to say this briefly. One of the things, it's a very good question. One of the benefits is that you will have a family that you've never had before in your life. You will have people that support you every step of the way. And there's nothing like having a worldwide family. You won't believe it when you get here. The other thing I want to say was somebody, to the guests especially, somebody cares enough about you to want to show you this. Take the gift, because this gift is going away. So accept the gift gracefully and gratefully. And I guarantee you, like Oliver is saying, a little bit of sacrifice to get something this tremendous goes a long way. So do whatever you can today, because you come on in and join our family in Unpassive. Thanks a lot.
Thank you so much for your comments. Appreciate them. Okay, next we have Rose. Rose would like to speak. She has about 1 minute as we're about to end. Let me unmute you. Okay, you're now unmuted. Hi, Rose.
Thank you. Hi, everybody. I am driving, so you guys better watch. I'm excited, and I want to tell everyone, this is the time. You are at the right place at the right time, and tell the next person coming on, ONPASSIVE is going places. Don't be left behind. If you don't remember anything I say, listen. ONPASSIVE is the in thing. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think we've had everyone's had a chance to speak. I want to turn it back to Comfort for her last parting words. Go ahead, Comfort.
All right. Thank you so much, Sister Lynn and Sister Gladys, for bringing me here today. And I thank you all, the entire Kenyan community. Just one last one, guys. You don't need to be educated to become a founding member of Unpassive. You don't need to be IT savvy like my brother Oliver and Collins and the rest. You don't need to be anything. You only need $97 US, and the rest is done for you. You don't need to bother. Just get that done, and that will be it. So the truth is, and then if you're already a member, please stay connected, plug in, learn. This is your new life. You will never go back to your pre-Unpassive life. This is the life you will live till you die and hand it over to your next generations. You can only live a life you understand. You can only give what you have. If you don't have a good knowledge about Unpassive, you have nothing to tell anybody else about Unpassive. Study, learn. And then please, if you are, we know that there are parts of the world like ours where I come from, Africa. Let's stop making ourselves subject of charity. This is that opportunity where Mr. Ash Mufare has said, take your own part, take your share and do it for your communities. If you don't do it, other people will do it and come to do charity on you. You will always remain at the tail. This is that time where Mr. Ash Mufare has said, this is a level platform for everybody. Hop in from north to south to west to east. Thank you so much, sisters, and see you again really soon.
Thank you for being with us today. Your words were indeed very powerful and compelling. We appreciate you very much. I'd like to give Gladys the floor now to say her parting words.
Thank you so much for all the attendees today and to all who contributed. As Sister Comfort has said, let's work together, uplifting humanity. As she said, it's $97 to become a founder, plus any bank fees that your country may charge you. I know most countries is around $105 together. And then when we will be launching, we'll be activating with a one-time fee between $200 to $300. The CEO has hinted that it might be less than that, but he has not confirmed yet. So it's between $200 and $300, one-time payment out of pocket. And after that on, the business will sustain itself. And then we have, after this, we have Julie and Milo show at 2 o'clock. And then after that, we have OTech Pro this evening at 5 p.m. See you all there. Thank you so much. See you next week again, same time on the same link. Thank you.
Thank you all for attending. Thank you for your support. We're going to unmute everyone now so you can say bye-bye to one another.
See you.
All right. Everybody should be unmuted now.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Sister Comfort.
See you at the
Bye.
Bye, everybody. Have a good day.
Nice to see you again.
Thank you.
Thanks. See you really soon.
Love you all.
Love you.
Angeline,
yeah, what?
Please, I requested for you and myself and the rest. Have you seen my message, please?
Oh, we're in the chat. In the chat?
No, on WhatsApp.
That.
You were still sleeping when I sent you a message.
Oh, okay. It's recording. It's live streaming.
Okay. Let's end now. Everybody say bye-bye. Bye. Everybody, bye-bye. Take care.
bye-bye.
I need Adeline, Sister Gladys.
Bye-bye.
Bye, big love, Bruce. Bye. See you soon.
I call Julie Milo.
Comfort.
See,
what's next? I have to co-host Julie and Milo now.
Stop the broadcast. It's